So it's been a while. I've been picking away at this. Got the unit. Got the transmission bolted up. This is four-wheel drive, so it's got a remote oiler. So this, and it's got an oil cooler too, which is actually pretty nice. So this bolts on. It's an adapter that bolts on where the oil filter usually is. The oil filter in a four-wheel drive won't fit. So you put this on, and I wasn't going to take it. I took this off. When I put the motor back in, I didn't clean the surface of this first. Now, whoever worked on this last was silicone crazy. This isn't not the original engine, so which I don't know why. It's only got 85,000 miles on it, on the body. Unless somebody just never changed the oil, never put oil in it. I don't know. Anyhow, this was slathered in silicone. So, you know, for like $6 you can get new gaskets. So I didn't clean this off first. So big mistake, because I couldn't get to it to clean it off, because these are hard lines. This is the lines for it. This goes on here, right? So it goes like this, and then that one goes to the housing where the filter is, and that goes into the radiator for the cooling. So I couldn't reach this to clean it off. Well, I didn't want to silicone it back together. So I went and I broke this fitting, literally. I broke it. It was on there so tight that I put a bar between them, thought it would just do it, and it just ripped it right out of there. So I broke that. So I had to order another one. And I know some guys like don't have much luck with Rock Auto. I know Sleeper Dude, I watch his channels a lot, and he calls it Wrong Auto. But gosh, I hardly ever get the wrong parts. So anyhow, I got this yesterday. And it comes with a new gasket and everything. That metal plate wasn't even on there. This was on there. And now I don't know if that's a homemade. It's actually a steel washer. It's covered in silicone. Oh no, it's bought in. You can see the. Okay, it's a little different. But anyhow, this one here is. So it came with it. Now, if it leaks when I put it on, then we'll talk about Rock Auto. But it was actually kind of cool. I live in New Mexico, and this was actually in stock in Phoenix. So it only took 2 days to get here. Or a day, whatever. So now the problem is getting it out. This probably is not going to fit between the frame and the block. I may have to take motor mount off on that side and lift that side of the engine a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to try to get it in there, finagle it. We'll see how that goes, but it's really hard to video any of this stuff. I know some of you guys might know that try to do this. It's just a pain in the butt. So anyhow, that's where I am. Also, I put, I'm using the black RTV. So, and I put just enough on there to hold it in place. I pulled, I don't know if I put it in the video. I actually put a little bit underneath this O-ring too, just to hold it there. So I'm not dropping the thing, it's falling. I'll let that set for a little bit. Make sure the holes are lined up, which is not that hard to do. Yeah, that lines them up. Let it sit. And put that back on there, and hopefully I can finagle that line up through there so I don't have to lift that motor. But it's not a big giant deal, but you know, it's one less thing I'd have to do. So that's what I'm talking about. This line hooks to this. This comes out of here, goes to the radiator, the cooler. Now sometimes you have to improvise. There's my ratchet, an extension, an extension, an extension, and well, you can't even see it, but between those two lines is a socket. Sometimes you gotta improvise, but you can see why you couldn't get an oil filter in there, because if I can back up far enough, that housing in the four-wheel drive would be in the way. So yeah, it's a good time. So I got, you know, a lot. So I'm back here. I had to quit on this. It's hot. It's I have no AC. I don't have a fan in here. It was 95 today. I had to give up on it, but I think I'll just end this here. I've got the throttle body and stuff back on. I just gotta, it's really just getting wiring done. Thermostat, you can see, the radiator's not in it yet, but I'm gonna try this starter first before I go through all this stuff. If you didn't see back in the other videos, I had the outside starter bolt, farthest one away from the block, was broke out. So I couldn't do anything with it in there. I had to take the engine out. That's why I've taken the motor out for all that, just so I can mount a starter. If that doesn't work, I gotta get a new block. So anyhow, I want to finish this video with I don't know if you want to see me try to start it and see me take it out in the field and light it on fire if it doesn't work, but I did try it on the engine stand, so hopefully it's gonna work. So we'll see.